All right, I like this example because we get into some negative numbers, and that can often throw a loop into things. So, let me pull up the formula sheet. So you've got the formula in front of you and me while we're working on this. And remember, we're going to really focus on this part of the formula, the not necessarily the official wording of it, but what it means. So the number of terms is this is the last term that we're interested in, and this is the first term that we're interested in. So we want terms 1 through 8. So that means there's 8 terms. So 8 goes in front, this parentheses, and then we need the first term and the last term. So I'm going to take this 1 minus 7i, and where I is, I'm going to replace it with parentheses. Then I'm going to plug in, I want to find the first term, so I'll put in a 1. So if I distribute here, I get -7. So 1 minus 7 is -6. And then I also want the 8th term. So the first term is -6. And by the 8th term, let's see, -7 times 8, that's 1 minus 56. So that's -55. So the 8th term is -55. So we're definitely decreasing in this sequence. And so when we add up a whole bunch of negative numbers, it makes sense that our answer is going to be a negative. So like I'm going to go ahead and put that I think the answer is going to have a negative in it. That way I can kind of check myself. Like if I go to the calculator and I type in something weird, I mess up on that and it gives me a positive, then I can go, okay, wait, I've messed up. It's kind of like a way to help yourself not miss a problem. So first term plus the last term. So -6 plus -55, or -6 minus 55, same thing, divided by 2. That's the formula. So we're getting the average, like halfway point between those two numbers. Um, and so, you know, your calculator might be able to handle the whole thing all at once. If it doesn't, I would just simplify it in parts and pieces. I would go ahead and do -6, take away 55, and get -61. So 8 times -61 over 2. Now I'd go ahead and do that part. -61, let's divide that by 2. We're going to get a decimal because it's an odd number. So we've got 8 times -30.5. All right, now let's multiply it by 8. And we get -244. It is negative. So that part was good that we had in mind already. It's always good to ask yourself, is this answer reasonable? Yeah. All right. So there's more practice problems in the membership, and they're all, there's answer keys and where I've even worked them out. So you can, if you make a mistake, you can kind of like look back at how I've worked it out and see if you can find your mistake. They're all right there in the membership under in the linear function section. So go to linear, and then you'll see arithmetic series right there. So all done for you. I hope it's helpful. I'll see you next time.